How to choose a spouse. According to the Grihastha Vision team, they have given a course on Grihastha Ashram, and they have given 3 categories of compatibility for choosing a spouse. And these 3 categories are briefly past compatibility, present compatibility, and future compatibility. So what it means, past compatibility, is that you do your kundali, you do your chart, but that's only half of the past. The other half of the past is your upbringing, your culture. Like if you're an Indian marrying a foreigner, so that doesn't match. So that's not compatible. Or even in India, if you're from South India and you marry a North Indian, that may not be compatible. Your culture, your upbringing. Suppose upbringing also includes if your mother and father got divorced and the other person didn't. So that would be a incompatibility in the past. Your upbringing, your culture, your level of education, that would be all for the past compatibility, and your kundali. But kundali is only 1/6. You may have a good kundali, but if the other present and future don't match, I've seen examples of that. Kundali was good, and they associated for 2 years, almost 2 years before the marriage, and 2 months before the marriage they cut it off because of the other areas. They were not compatible. So what are the other areas? The present area of compatibility means that you are able to communicate with each other honestly, and you can hear each other. Sometimes one person will do all the talking, and he or she will not be able to hear what the other person is saying. So in choosing a spouse, a partner, you should make sure that you have past compatibility, also present compatibility, that you have this ability to communicate with each other, because you're going to be living together your whole life. And future compatibility means your expectations of the future should match. How you want to bring up the children, how many children you want, and for devotees, how strictly you want to follow the regulative principles, all these things, what level, how you want to live financially. I was talking to one couple, and the lady said that her future husband wanted to live in the temple, and they would just live above the temple in a very simple place. And I said, so is that what you want to do? She said, no, I want to live outside and have a flat. And so I said, well, you have to tell him before. And she told him, and he said, oh, okay, then I'll have to get a job. So these things should be discussed before the marriage. Otherwise, after the marriage, these could be reasons why they separate. So these 3 areas, past, present, and future.